Hi there Aries, Aries Sun, Moon and Rising. This is Dilosh from Girl and to Moon. So we're looking at a reading based on the energies of the new moon in Cancer that we will be having on the 25th of June 2025. Okay, so when we look at the degrees of this moon, the placement of how it will be occurring, it will be occurring at 4 degrees. Okay, so when we look at it in the numerological aspect, number 4 is actually related to the 4th chakra, which is the heart. Okay, it is all related to compassion and love, the heart energy. We call it also as the earth number, which is related to community or Gaia or being grounded. It can relate to your roots. It can relate to your sense of belonging, where you feel at home, for example. And Cancer is also related to this. Cancer is related to the mother. Okay. And when we look at the 4 degrees, we look at the houses in astrology. The 4th house is also related to home and house and being connected to family, where you belong, your foundations, your roots, where you come from, and also very, very much so related to mother. Okay. Because it has a very strong connection, especially with the moon. Okay, so Cancer is ruled by the moon, but it is very connected to the mother figure, or the feminine figure that is like a mother figure in your life. Okay, so it kind of like does connect to that. So why am I saying this for you? Because it does really actually mean a lot to you. Okay. Now, when I look at where you are in the astrological sense, as Aries, you are actually in the 4th house during this moon phase. Okay, but now if you're an Aries sun, it could mean something different. If you're an Aries moon, it could mean something different. If you're an Aries ascending, it's also different. Okay, so if you're an Aries sun, this can mean something that relates to the way you work or the way you move around in your life. Okay, so it's related to mainly about how you attain your necessities, you know, like work, career, your path in that area. If it's your moon sign, it relates to your home. Also the sun sign does also relate to a father figure or a masculine energy. But the moon sign, if you're an Aries moon, for example, it can relate to the home, it can relate to your body, it can relate to your feelings, it can relate to your appearance, as in, you know, how you see yourself, or how you feel about what you look like, for example. Okay, it can also relate to your feelings. I did mention that, but how you nurture yourself. Okay, how you nurture and nourish yourself. Okay, so think mum. Okay, how does mum take care of you? Nurtures you, nourishes you, and fully embraces you, for example. You know, it can have that kind of energy. Now, if you're an ascending, Aries ascending, it's the combination of the moon, the sun, and everything else. Okay, because the ascending is basically the avatar. Okay, so the moon is like your heart or your feelings, the sun is like your mind, and the ascending is like the avatar. It is everything about you, okay, the way you move in this lifetime. So the sun is pretty much like the soul, okay, so the soul, your true self, your awareness, your consciousness. The moon is more of your feelings and how you connect the mind with the heart. So having that coherence, it requires that feminine energy. So the moon is the feminine energy, and the ascending is the avatar, how the avatar, the character in this lifetime moves around and is seen and perceived, etc., etc. Okay, so if you look at these, you know, like if you look at, say, another sign, which may be, say, your moon sign or your sun sign, then you can kind of get a bigger picture of, you know, what's happening. But overall, July, regardless of what's happening in the collective all around the world, July is meant to be a good month, okay? But let's have a look, okay? So let's have a look and see what comes through with the tarot. Let's see what is going to be revealed for you. Maybe certain things that are also being asked. And there is also going to be some channeling coming through. I did ask, you know, like before I started the reading, I did ask if I can have some sort of perspective in regards to what you should do and what you should avoid, for example, or what you should focus on and what you should not even like consider, you know, like not even go that way kind of thing. So let's see if we do get any kind of message coming through. Okay. Let's move forward. Alright, the first card, it actually revealed itself. So we got this Justice card. Justice basically just means that, you know, yeah, it's all about justice, okay? Literally, it does relate to justice, but it does also relate to things like the consequences of your actions, okay? So it is kind of like, you see the scales there. The scales are actually related to the sword with the air, or the mind, okay? The mind, having the balance between the mind and the feminine energy of this female, okay? So the masculine energy is the mind, the crown, and we also see the owl there. The sword is air energy, which is the mind, okay? So that's all representation of the masculine energy, but this figure here is a female, which represents the feminine energy as well. We see the black and white, which is it's like the sun and the moon, okay? It's the feminine and masculine energies. But what this is actually saying is there are some decisions coming through, okay, in regards to this phase of the energy of the moon. And I did say it was relating to your roots, your foundations, where you belong, home, etc., because that's where it is astrologically. But what is the tarot saying? It's saying there's some decisions that are coming through, and you need to have a look and see before you make any decisions, okay, before you jump to any kind of decision, to kind of like sit there and have a look at your decision. And I'm getting that through the channeling that's coming through. It's saying that you need that mind, heart, coherence, okay? You need to be in balance. We see that scales there. Mind, heart, coherence. The owl representing wisdom. So be wise about it. Do not just make decisions for the sake of making decisions. Okay, so something relating to making decisions that relate to your home, foundations, etc. Okay, yeah, see, we got home, family, foundations, background, all of that coming through there. Okay, so yes, there is some sort of responsibility coming through. Okay, and it's something that is deep within, because I'm getting these two cards here. Okay, this is saying, you know, this is something that you need to avoid, but these are the things that you need to be aware of. Yes, making some sort of decisions. Now, if you're making a decisions, if you're making a decision relating to your foundation, your home, where you know, live, or your property, or it can relate to family, whatever it may be that relates to foundations, home, etc. Okay, where you feel grounded, where you feel at home, where you feel connected. Okay, now, whatever the decision may be, okay, if it is done with a fear-based action or fear, okay, there is this it's something, you know, this moon is not, we see the moon there, okay, this moon is not unfolding in your external world. It's more of this internal thing that's happening. Okay, it's happening in your it's a very deep unfolding. Okay, it's unfolding deep within. Okay, but don't forget that what's above is also below, and what is also within is also out. Okay, so what's out is also within, and vice versa. So in other words, everything that's happening on the external environment or in the collective is a representation of what is happening within. Okay, so it's like the cells in your body or the atoms in your body, they're all vibrating at the same kind of way. Okay, and we're all kind of like adding to the source of this cosmic, I'm saying cosmic, I'm not saying worldly, I'm saying cosmic, this cosmic taste. That's what's coming through. Okay, so with our vibrations, now the vibrations are our feelings, our thoughts, our actions, everything is a chain reaction to the other. Everything is connected, and every thought, every action, every reaction, every response, every feeling, everything is adding to what's happening outside and also what's happening within, and it's kind of like a reflection. Okay, that's what I'm getting here. And there is this feeling of not grounded in some way because of a fear aspect. It is because of this fear, and vice versa. It keeps bouncing back. It's also like a ping pong kind of game. Okay, so what's happening on the collective is bouncing back into your internal inner world, and it's bouncing back out into the collective. So it's kind of like this ping pong game happening. So what you need to do is you need to dislocate. Okay, they're saying don't go deep within to what's happening on the outside, because it's a continuous cycle. It's like Groundhog Day, constantly. So what you need to do is you need to dislocate. That's what I'm getting. I'm getting dislocate. It's not about separation. It's about not acknowledging, okay? You are connected. You cannot separate. That's another thing that I'm getting. You cannot separate. You are connected regardless. Even if you think you are separate, you're not, okay? And they're saying that what you need to do is you need to dislocate. Now, dislocation is the word location, and dislocating is pretty much like coming out of this. It's not coming out of this reality or being out of this reality. It's almost like it's very hard to explain, but they're saying dislocate. So it's like, do not get attached to and do not cling to what's happening around you, okay? And it is about going within. Yes, you have to go inwards, and you have to find that place of peace, okay? Finding that place of peace. And once you find that place of peace, you start vibrating there. The harmony, you need to find the harmony and the peace. Once you find that ability, you start vibrating. Once you start vibrating, what you do is you're like the sun, okay? You're like the sun, because every soul is like a sun, and the rays of the light just, explode out. But you need to find that heart-mind coherence of being at ease, being at peace with yourself, with where you are in life, here and the now, okay? It's about being now, because there is no time. So what's going to happen tomorrow can be a totally different thing if you start vibrating differently. And this is another thing they're saying. Human beings are very contagious and infectious. Okay, so we can infect with our positive energy. Okay, it's not about being Pollyanna. It's about knowing that we are electromagnetic beings. We can infect others in any way. Now, this is also saying that it's not about running away from what you deem as being dark. It's about knowing that the darkness does exist, and if the darkness does exist, it means that light also exists, because everything is in duality. So being able to be aware of that. If there is something that is happening that is chaotic, just know that there's something good that's going to come through from that, okay? And they're saying, think of a mother giving birth, okay? She goes through pain, she screams, and then even the baby is crying, but then there is this new life, okay? They're also talking about the seed and the caterpillar and butterfly. So there needs to be some sort of chaos before something good does come through. Otherwise, if we are always in that comfortable place and we're not feeling that discomfort, we do not grow, we do not do something about it, okay? So that's what they're saying here. They're saying that in regards to home and house, okay? And all of that being said, okay, this may have also something to do with what's happening around the world as well at the moment, okay? But the thing is, if you're feeling like you're not grounded, you're afraid of, where you are, or afraid of putting roots down, or you don't know what to do, or you feel lost in regards to home and house, okay? They're saying that you need to acknowledge and embrace your vulnerability, okay? Yeah, that vulnerability, that childlike sense of feeling, okay? And you know, and when I'm saying you know, this is actually talking to each and every individual that is watching this, okay? They're saying that every person is different in regards to what they know. So when we are saying that you know at the personal level, you know what nurtures you, what grounds you, what makes you feel safe. It's time to ground. It's time to, you know, you're a fire sign. You like to push forward. You like to, as an Aries, you know, you're an initiator. You like to push forward. But they're saying it's not time to do that. It's time to ground. It's time to acknowledge your vulnerability. It's time to ground yourself. Okay, grounding, grounding, to be able to gain a perspective in your life. Okay, it's not time to push forward. Okay, so what you need to do is you need to embrace your emotional side. You need to really acknowledge and honor your needs, and you need to, your emotional needs, that's what they're saying, your emotional needs, and you need to do everything that you can to make the best in regards to creating the spaces for yourself that are protective and nourishing. So this is about the past, okay? And they're saying don't kind of like push the past to the back of your mind and try to ignore it, okay? Even though you may feel that it is a little bit uncomfortable, okay? And this may be relating to certain things that do also, every person's different. This could be something that you experienced when you were a child, or in the past, could be like last week, or it could even be like in a past life, or your ancestral coding also could be there, okay? Something from your ancestors. And it may actually come through, okay, through a dream, or through a meditation, or through while you're relaxing and daydreaming. It may just come through. This information may just come through, and it may make you feel a little bit uncomfortable, but, or it could be a place where you go and you see or feel some sort of connection. You may feel a little bit uncomfortable with this feeling, but what you need to do is you need to fully embrace this and acknowledge it, and know that it is a part of you, because they're little bits and pieces of the puzzle that make up who you are. Okay, so what I see is you will move on from anything that holds you back or makes you feel afraid to be able to move forward, because you will eventually find grounding. You will eventually find connection with family, community, or where you belong, or where you feel family is, or you feel your connection, your roots, okay? You will be able to find that, and it will be a very comforting feeling for you during this moon. But also, it's not just during this moon, it's also for the next month or so, okay? Or maybe more. As we see the star here, it's saying that the future for you is good. Listen to your intuition. You are being guided, and your guides are you, okay? They are you. There are different aspects or different part of you in another dimension, a higher dimension. They are all part of you. Okay, so listen to it. And the first thing that can really work for you is listening to your body. Okay, if you feel uncomfortable, if you feel you get a headache coming on, if you feel like you get a tummy ache or something, it means that you're not meant to be doing what you're doing, or you're not on the right path, or you're not meant to be there, or you're not meant to converse with those people, etc. Okay, so listen to your body. That's the easiest way to receive the guidance. If you feel anything in your body that is making you feel uncomfortable in any way, okay, but if you feel like you feel energetic and uplifted, and okay, it means that you're on the right path, and you're with the right people. Okay, so that's what I'm getting for you, Aries. So I hope you enjoy this beautiful Cancer new moon. Taurus, excuse me, Taurus sun, moon, and rising. This is Dilosh from Girl and to Moon. Okay, so we have this new moon in Cancer that will be occurring on the 25th of June 2025 at 4 degrees. Okay, so 4 degrees is all about, it's an earth number, it's all about being grounded. It relates to community, family, foundations, etc. And Cancer is very similar to this. Okay, it's all about your foundations, or where it's basically the womb. Okay, so Cancer is it's ruled by the moon, and the moon is the feminine energy. It is the mother energy, and it relates to your foundations. Where did you start? The womb. Okay, where were you nourished, and the safe place that you were in was the womb. Okay, so we're getting this Cancer energy, which is very much that energy. Okay, now what does it mean for you though? Okay, during this Cancer new moon energy for you, Taurus. And Cancer is a water sign, so it's very, you know, compatible with you as well. But let's have a look. Jumped out. Oh, we've got Taurus. So if you have a look at this card, okay, let's just bring it up for you. Okay, can you see the Taurus? Okay, and there are like even like bulls in the background there. Okay, this is Taurus. Queen of Pentacles is a Taurus female. Okay, back to this. All right. Oh, this is the second time we're getting this card in this position. So this position actually is telling me something that you should be avoiding, okay, or not even going there. So what I see is something is ending here. Okay, that's one thing that I see here. Something is ending. Okay, what's ending for you? We see you're quite happy here, but whatever is ending is leaving you a little bit feeling separated, or because the sword card here, you know, people say this is a heartbreak card or separation card. Well, yeah, it can be separation in the sense of maybe you are maybe moving somewhere, okay, maybe traveling somewhere, even if it's for like a week, you're traveling somewhere and you're separated from your loved ones, okay, it could be that. Or it could be maybe you're having a separation of the mind, you know, the way you think, because this is a sword card. Swords are all about the mind. It's not about what you feel, okay? It's not about heartbreak. And I get a lot of people saying, this is, you know, heartbreak, and, you know, no, it's about, it can mean heartbreak in the sense of not being able to mentally be on the same page with your loved ones, and this is breaking your heart. It could be that, okay? Or physically you're separated where you need to maybe connect or communicate at a distance, okay? That's the other thing that's coming through here, and also through the channeling, okay? There is something ending here, and there's a lot of sword cards. The sword cards are all about the mind and communication. This is talking about the way you communicate, okay? It is about you. It's about you becoming better at something in your life, or you are becoming a better version of yourself, okay? And there is something changing, because this is like a new thing that you are pursuing. It's like there will also be a lot of moving around. That's what I'm also getting, but it's not like rushing around. There is moving around. There is a lot of communication. I'm also getting that. But the way you communicate is changing. You're changing your communication style, okay? And you may come across as being quite blunt, which can also make other people feel separated, or I wouldn't say heartbroken, but I can say maybe they are feeling like, yeah, maybe heartbroken. Okay. See, the way you communicate, the way people are starting to perceive you is changing, which is like you're expanding your ability to communicate, okay? And what I also see is that it seems like you're also expanding your inner world, okay? This could be like maybe you're learning new languages, or you're learning ways to be more eloquent with your words, where you have the ability to be persuasive, okay? But you're also learning to be very blunt or direct to the point, where it can be a little bit too harsh on certain people, okay? So Taurus, you're known for your throat chakra, okay? During this Cancer new moon, your throat chakra is going through a balancing, okay? It's going through a balancing. It is the cobwebs there are being released, okay? We see that they're ending, okay? It's like a clearing is happening, a rebalancing is happening. There is an expansion coming through, And regardless of what other people think, you don't really care, okay? And what I see is that you are opening a new way of expressing yourself, your voice, your thoughts, your needs. They're all coming through, okay? And this is also changing the way you connect with people, like your neighbors, your close circle of friends, your siblings, and the people around you, basically, okay? But mainly like friends and people close in proximity, okay? And what I see is even if people do not understand you, okay, it doesn't matter, okay? Even if they think that you're not being logical, it doesn't matter, because you're expanding, okay? And you're pursuing this desire to expand. You're pursuing this desire to bring on this new way of expressing yourself. And you'll be saying things that you have not said for a long time, okay? They're also coming through. And you're asked to also say what you need to say, or share what you have been holding back, and don't try to be rational. You can be blunt, and even if it means that, you know, some people will get hurt or feel there is a separation or ending of your connection, it means, you know, you've outgrown them. So get rid of this, how would I say it? It's an empathic feeling, okay, or emotional feeling that you're not being rational, but what you're doing is you're squashing your desire to expand, or your ability to expand, when you think that you're not being rational, okay, and you do not say anything, because if you say, it's going to be irrational, okay, then and it's going to sound weird, for example, you will not expand, you will not grow. So they're saying, okay, this to me, this could sound like, you know, for example, you suddenly started channeling, okay, that's communicating as well. You suddenly started channeling. But if you tell other people that you're channeling, they're going to think that you're schizophrenic or something's wrong with you, okay? Put them on the stake and burn them as a witch or whatever. Okay, but the thing is, it's saying that you need to expand. This is about expanding the growth of also the DNA within you, okay? You need to, because it's pushing you to do this, okay? And if you let the mind take over and say, oh, I can't do that because it's irrational, or I will hurt someone's feelings, or they'll think that I'm crazy, then you won't grow, okay? That's what this is telling me. You need to change. Something is completely changing in you during this time. That relates to how you communicate, how you express yourself, how you share. And it's about speaking from the emotional core, and your instinct, your truth. Speak your truth, okay? Yeah, that's what I'm getting, okay? So Taurus, that is for you. Okay, speak your truth. Don't try to make other people feel comfortable and then end up being uncomfortable yourself just because you don't want to be seen as weird or crazy, or say what you have to say. Okay, that's what this is saying to me, because in the end, at the end of the day, what will happen is, yes, there will be some hearts broken, there will be certain people that will be separated or feel the separation, but you're expanding. Okay, you're growing, you're expanding. So that's what I see for you, Taurus. Gemini sun, moon and rising. This is Dilosh from Girl and to Moon. Okay, so we have got this Cancer new moon that will be occurring on the 25th of June 2025, and it will be occurring at 4 degrees. So Cancer is all about the home, it's all about comfort, it's all about your foundations, it's all about home. So if you know a little bit about astrology, it's like the 4th house, and Cancer is occurring at 4 degrees, and the number 4 is associated in numerology, it's the earth number, it's all about grounding, it's all about Gaia, earth, community, family, it's the heart chakra, and it's also about gaining some sort of perspective. Okay, so it's this, during this time, it's going to be very well for you. It will be very much focusing on your values, okay, in regards to where you belong, or where you feel you connect to or belong to, or where your roots are, and it's also about not just about your values in regards to what is valuable, what is priority, but it's also about money, okay, during this time. So that is the astrological side, okay? It's about financial matters. But let's see what the message is, what's coming through, okay? We'll also have the channeling that's coming through. Okay, so let's have a look. Let's see what comes through the tarot, and also if there's any channeling coming through. We'll also look at what the messages are for you. Well, the Magician is actually Gemini. The Chariot is actually Cancer. Okay. Money issues. Okay, we see that money issues coming through there. Well, the Magician. Okay, the Magician is saying that it's ruled by Mercury, so it is a Gemini card, and it is saying that you're the Magician. There's nothing that you cannot handle. You've got all the elements there that you can use. Okay, all you need to do is make sure that you are heart and mind coherent. Okay, bring your energies into alignment. So it just means that you need to restructure your financial life, okay, where you can feel that grounding energy. You need to reevaluate everything. You need to take the reins, okay, in regards to your financial life. You need to evaluate what's happening there. You have to have a look and see what really sustains you. Okay, so this could be like reflecting back into the past, and also where you are at the moment and what you have been doing with your money. Okay, so this is like a lot of this mental energy, okay, that is still happening there. Maybe you've been traveling. We also see that Chariot energy there, okay. It's saying that it's time to, what you need to do is you need to ground yourself, okay. We're seeing that Queen of Pentacles there. It is an earth energy. It's saying that you need to ground yourself. There's a lot of this emotional stuff that's been happening, okay, a lot of these cups here. Acting with emotion, especially in regards to money, okay. You need emotional grounding. That's what you need. This is also saying that not everything that you're looking for is out there, okay. Not everything that you are looking for is out there, okay, because you've been looking and it's like, where is it? I can't find it. It's not, you can't always find what you're looking for. And what you need to do is you need to ground yourself, and you need to go a little bit more simple. So it's not like everything is out there. It's saying that everything is actually within, okay. So you're asked to choose what sustains you, not entertains you, okay. We see that entertainment thing happening there, because this can turn into grief or regret and resentment. So what you need to do is you need to find the balance and harmony in regard. What you seek out there it's not always out there, it's within. You have to go inwards, okay. You have to go inwards. So I know this a fact that the body does produce so many chemicals in the body. It's like a lab, a chemistry lab that will make tailor-made chemistry for the body, and the body is not broken. We perceive it as consistently as being broken, okay, and as if we have to fix it all the time, but the body is not broken. It's just the way we perceive it. And because we perceive it that way, we are actually making it happen. That's what is coming through the channeling. So what this is saying is that what you are looking for on the outside is actually within, in the physical sense, okay. What you are looking for on the outside that you think is entertainment is actually within. Within as in peace of mind, ease, peace, okay. You need to find balance, heart and mind, balance of the heart and mind. They're also saying that simplicity, okay, you need to be, or you need to simplify certain things, or your daily habits, or your rituals, or routines. What is a ritual? Listening to music is a ritual. Taking a daily walk is a ritual. Something that you do every day is actually a ritual, okay? And we think routine is another word for ritual, or ritual is another word for routine. So they're saying that what you need to do is you need to simplify. You need to simplify it in a way that feeds your soul, feeds your spirit, okay, and your mind. So in regards to money or your expenses, when it comes to that, you're asked to reevaluate, find balance, reevaluate, and prioritize. And put your emotional well-being first, okay? Where you find peace and ease, emotional well-being. And just because you're slowing down during this moon phase, it doesn't mean that you are not up to par, you're not valuable, or you're not doing the right thing, okay? You just have to wind down, ground, find inner peace. This all sounds like a repeating thing for me, okay? I keep getting this repeat, okay? But I think it's something that we need to keep reminding ourselves. So self comes first. That's what I'm getting here. That's why we got the Magician there. The Magician is the self, especially a Gemini self, okay? So it's saying that self comes first, but with grounding and inner peace, where you are slowing down and you're holding the reins of your material world, and you're prioritizing and reevaluating, and not running after things that entertain you, okay? Because that doesn't always bring you happiness. It can bring you grief, loss and lack. So that's what I'm getting for you as a message, Gemini, okay? So enjoy this Cancer new moon. Cancer, this is Dilosh from Girl and to Moon. Okay, so Cancer, Sun, Moon and Rising. This is going to be a reading relating to the Cancer new moon that will be occurring on the 25th of June 2025. And it's your moon, Cancer. It is your energy. It is related to you, okay, everything about you. But what does it actually, like, okay, so it is all about you, but it's also relating to everyone else that you relate to as well, okay? So what kind of messages will be coming through for you? And through the tarot as well as through the channeling. Okay, let's have a look. Oh, got the sun there. Okay, so I did say it's about also how you relate to others, okay? And we've got the Three of Cups and Three of Swords there, but we've got the Sun, which means this is all about you. The Sun is like, okay, all the planets are revolving around the Sun, okay? So it's like your center of stage during this time, the Sun, okay? Basically, it's all about you because it's occurring in your sign, and it will also be relating to dealing with certain issues that relate to relationships or people that you come together with, whether it's a personal partner or a relationship in that sense, or a business partner, for example. Okay, but I do feel like in the end of it, okay, at the end of this, you will feel very much special. Okay, it's like people will be like seeing you on stage, you know, like you're center of stage during this time. Okay, it's all about personal renewal. Okay, so you're in the leadership spot during this time. Okay, and a lot of new things coming through for you, which means maybe new wardrobe, new hairstyle. Okay, and it's not about how other people perceive you or how you are presenting yourself to your external environment. Okay, it's not about that. Well, only, I should say. It's a little bit about that, but also and a little bit about how you relate to others at a one-to-one connection. But it's also about reconnecting with self. Okay, it's about maybe you've been feeling like separated from yourself, okay, and reconnecting to self. That's what I'm getting. King of Wands just represents being more of this initiator that brings forward newness, okay, because we've got the Ace of Wands there as well. So it's all about reconnecting to your true self, your true essence, and this is a time where you can plant something in a, not in a literal way, but like, a new idea, a new project, something new for yourself, a new business or whatever it may be. Okay, it's like planting a seed which will blossom, not with this push energy, okay, because you've got the Sun there, which is much bigger than this King of Wands energy, okay, which is saying you don't need to put a lot of effort into this. It will happen, okay? And yeah, it's time to initiate something from the heart that is more aligned with your inner truth, with your soul, with your inner truth. Okay, that's what I'm getting. And what other people think should not matter. Okay, so if you act with what will people say, or are they going to acknowledge me? Okay, so if you're actually reinventing yourself, because this is a time where you can reinvent yourself internally as well as externally. Okay, and if you're reinventing yourself specifically externally, because we've got the sun energy here, which is a very creative energy, but it's visible. Okay, like the sun, you're not recreating yourself so that other people will acknowledge you or embrace you or comment, and you know, it's not about that. No. Okay, you need to connect with self first. That keeps coming through. Okay, you need to be yourself. Okay, and not care or give a hoot about what people think and say. And when you do act that way, you'll have more people actually flocking to you. Okay, I'm getting that energy as well. So yeah, it's all about you during this time. You're center of stage. Okay, and trust your own rhythm. Okay, honor your softness. Honor your ability to be intuitive. Do not apologize for being moody. Be wholly, fully yourself. Okay, wholly meaning holistically. Embrace yourself, nurture yourself, embrace your essence. So that's what I'm getting as a message for you. Okay, don't let the opinions of others overwrite your personal path. Always listen to your heart and do whatever it is that aligns with your emotional truth. So that's your message, Cancer. So enjoy the moon. Leo, sun, moon and rising. This is Dilosh from Girl and to Moon. Okay, so we've got this Cancer new moon that will be occurring on the 25th of June 2025 at 4 degrees. So 4 degrees is, in numerology, is the earth number. But it also relates to the heart center or the heart chakra. So it's all about compassion, love, and being an earth number, it relates to community, it relates to being grounded, it relates to your roots, it relates to where you feel connected, accepted, nurtured, loved. Okay, and it's also a number that relates to gaining perspective. Okay, so what does it mean for you? Okay, what does it mean for you? Now, in regards to astrology, during this time you're in the 12th house. Okay, and the 12th house is the last part of the cycle. Okay, think of an analog clock where It's the last number. If you start from 1, okay, it is the last number of the cycle, which means you've come to the highest level, okay, but also the end. So we've got this Fool coming through. All right. So it's the last number, which represents the highest vibrating energy. And what's the highest vibrating energy? It's, if we say the last number, it's like the last, the end, or the highest. It's almost like, you know, highest vibration or dimension, you know, going back to source. It is very spiritual. It is very, very, very spiritual. Okay. So what does it mean for you though? Okay, let's see what comes through the tarot. We've got the Fool jumping out. So this could mean like you are getting ready for something new. Okay, but you need to kind of like see where you are first. Okay, look, these cards are jumping. Okay, yeah, they're jumping. All right. Yeah. So what we have, this is what you're not meant to do, okay? And what we have here is that you need to be more, you need to go inwards. Queen of Cups represents healing, okay? We see that coming through. You're asked to be naive during this time, okay? Let go and let God kind of energy. And it's about going inwards, okay? Now, when we see the Fool card is like an embryo or a baby in the womb, okay? Getting ready for a new life, a new world, okay? And this is saying this is like the last bit before, okay, before the new cycle or before the new thing that happens, but you have to go through the last bit of that cycle, okay? And that's where you are at the moment. And what you need to do is you need to heal something about you. You have to go inwards. You have to look inwards. Introspection, not about action. It's about introspection, okay? There could also be where you are also looking at how you think. Okay, you need to have a balance with the mind and heart. Okay, we see that with the scales there. So you're asked to retreat. Okay, you're asked to retreat, to ground, to find a space in your home where you can rest your mind, where you can find balance of the mind, where you can find the ability to just be more grounded, to go inward, to be more calm. Instead of moving forward with haste, okay? You're asked not to take action in anything during this time, just to be more calm, more relaxed, heart and mind relaxed, okay? Not to be acting without thinking, okay? To be more in solitude, okay? We see the King of Swords at home in solitude, being more at home in solitude as you go inwards, as you, the Fool can even represent the getting ready for the new experience, but it can represent things that may come to you. Okay, say if you're meditating, for example, things that may come to you during meditation, new things that you have never had, or experiences that you've never had coming to you. Okay, and it's about confronting certain issues that you have no control over, that are within. Okay, you need to confront. So that's what this can also mean, confronting certain things that you cannot control within you, or maybe you've covered them up in the past, which may resurface, for example, during this time. Whatever comes through during this time, even if it feels like it's irrelevant, even if you in your mind you may think it's irrelevant, or you may resist being vulnerable. Okay, that's another thing. Okay, you may resist being vulnerable because of fear, because you may be judged, or you may come across as being less than. Okay, you're asked to be. Okay, don't resist it, let it come out. Okay, make space for yourself in solitude, where you can go inwards and heal that, whatever it may be. Okay, heal it. Stay home, stay at home during this time. We're getting this 10 of Pentacles. Don't go out during this time. Don't go traveling or anything like that. Don't act, don't be hasty. Don't run around doing things. Okay, just relax. So you've got the new moon 3 days before and 3 days after the new moon as well, which is like a week, a whole week. Okay, more relaxed, in solitude, going inwards, staying more at home if you can. Okay, so that's what I'm getting for you. Okay, so I hope you enjoy this new moon energy. And yes, it is a day of, it is a time of a spiritual time, but it didn't say that you should be doing spiritual things and so forth. It actually, the message came through as you need more solitude, and you need to go inwards. Okay, it's more like inner reflection. So your fears, your restlessness, all of that needs to be addressed. Okay, and do not resist being vulnerable. That's one of the main messages that's coming through. Do not resist being vulnerable. Okay, so enjoy the moon, Leo. Virgo, sun, moon and rising. This is Dilosh from Girl and to Moon. Okay, so we've got this Cancer new moon that will be occurring on the 25th of June 2025, and it will be occurring at 4 degrees. So if I suddenly sneeze, please forgive me, because I feel like a sneeze coming on. So being at 4 degrees, it relates to, in the numerological sense, it relates to the earth number. It is also associated with the heart chakra. So it's about grounding, as in the earth number, community, Gaia. It's also related to structure, foundations, and the fourth chakra, as in the heart chakra, as you communicate, as you connect, feeling the connection, feeling where you belong, family, etc., community. Also, in astrology, number 4 relates to the 4th house, where it relates to your roots, it relates to your home, it relates to where your home is, your roots are, and so forth. Okay, so yeah, that's what we're getting. And Cancer is the home. Cancer is ruled by the moon. It is related to the home, where you belong, or where your roots are from. It relates the womb, okay, the nurturing, the nourishing, etc. It relates to mother. So it is a very nice energy, but what does it mean for you? What kind of message will come through the tarot and also the channeling? Let's have a look. Okay. Okay, these two actually came through. Now, just know that, Virgo, you're astrologically, you're in the 11th house, which relates to friends, relates to the people that you interact with, communities, etc. Okay, but let's see what's coming through. Okay, I've got the Death card. Something is being completed. Okay. Okay, so what I'm seeing is that, you know, something about, we got the Death card here, which relates to an old energy. Okay, it relates to and also the King of Pentacles is very traditional, so also it relates to old energy. Okay, so something about old energy. Okay, maybe people that you connect with. Got the moon there. Okay, Ten of Pentacles has come through for everyone, because it's, these two are very Cancer energy. I mean, this is Cancer. We've got the crab there, but so is the home. Okay, we've got the home there, but this is about people around you. Okay, getting this old energy, traditional energy, or old people that you were, maybe people or groups, communities, okay, that you were connecting with. Okay, this represents something that has ended, or something from the past, something that is old, something that is to you that is completed. Okay, so what I'm getting is, it's like you will reconnect with someone or certain people. Okay, maybe someone, or maybe certain people from the past that you thought that you'll never see them again. Okay, it's almost like you're, you know, like reminiscing. Okay, it's like, oh, it's like this person is reappearing in your life. Okay, because there are certain things that you have to ask yourself, okay, relating to how you connect with people similar to that person or that group, okay. It's almost like you're finding some sort of clarity, okay, where you were or how you were and how you're becoming, okay. And the way you're becoming, it's like more lighthearted. It's like it's like, you know, you're feeling more, you're feeling like you want to quickly move away. You want to travel away or move away or go away from the environment of where these people are, okay, that you are connecting with. And it's like you're gaining clarity relating to that person or the community, or maybe like even like extended relatives, okay, that are making you feel confused or feel unseen even, okay. But you realize that the connection that you had once upon a time has ended. It has ended long time ago, like a while ago, and you're realizing it now after you face that person or that community or that group of extended relatives, etc. Excuse me. So you realize that you're not on the same level, or energetically you don't align in some way, okay. And but there could be some people that you do connect with, so you need to kind of like pick out the ones that align with you and move away from the ones that you do not align with, okay. So reconnect with the ones, okay, that you thought was like finished, that will reappear. Reconnect with the ones that you are on the same page with, and you have the ability to invest your time on that, where your soul feels light, okay, and elevated, okay. But do not overcommit yourself, okay. That's another thing I'm getting here. Don't do it in the traditional way. Do not overcommit yourself to these people. Even if you reconnect with them, you need to feel more lighthearted. You need to feel more, you know, like free yourself from responsibility or obligation. That's what I'm getting here. Don't do it in the traditional way. It's time to let go of the traditions. That's what I'm getting, okay. It's time to do it in a different way, in a more light-hearted way, where you're not feeling emotionally depleted, where you're not feeling you need to feel light in your energy rather than, you know, your energy being drained. So this is something that you can also see. Listen to your body, okay. You will realize this. Yes, that's what's coming through here, okay. It's like reconnecting with people from the past that you thought that was like finished, completely over, or you'll never meet them or cross paths again, ever again, kind of thing. And it's like they're in front of you, or you a group or association or certain place that you used to go, you thought that you'll never see that place again, but now you're reconnected, okay. So something like that is coming through for you during this moon, okay. So enjoy the new moon energy. Okay. So next we've got Libra. Okay, Libra sun, moon and rising. This is Dilosh from Girl Enter Moon. Okay, so we've got a Cancer new moon occurring on the 25th of June, and this moon will be occurring at 4 degrees. Okay, so 4 degrees, the number 4 in numerology is the earth number. It's the number of community, it's the number of Gaia, it's about grounding, gaining perspective. It's also associated with the heart chakra. The heart chakra relates to compassion and your ability to connect to others, such as community, feeling where you are connected to family, community, where you feel connected, where you feel grounded, where you feel nourished and comfortable. The number 4 also is associated with the 4th house in astrology, which is the home, the house, your roots, your foundations. Okay, so it is a very nice moon, but what kind of energy does it represent for you? Okay, let's have a look. Let's see what comes through the tarot as well as the channeling. Okay. Okay, so Libra, have you had issues with work and career recently? Have you had issues relating to work and career? So astrologically, during this moon, it will be very much related to your work and career because you're in the 10th house. Okay, especially if you are a Libra sun or rising. Okay, this relates to your work and career specifically. Okay, heartbreak. Everyone thinks that this is a heartbreak card, but it's not heartbreak. It's about it's a sword card. Okay, we've got the 3 of Swords. It's a sword card. So swords are air element, which relate to the mind. It does not relate to the heart. The heart is more of a cup card. Okay, and what we have here is what you should not do. Cups are all about emotions, water. This is air, the mind, mentality. Okay, so there's something there in regards to work and career. Yes, that's coming through, and how you're being seen is also coming through. The Hierophant here is saying you've been doing things in the way that you know, the traditional way. Okay, you've been writing out your resume or going to that interview, trying to get that job. You've done it in the best way possible, in the traditional way, in the way that you know. Okay, but it hasn't worked out. Okay, it's like from the very beginning you have been mentally disconnected from yourself from the idea of work and career, because the path you are on, see the sword card here, you have been disconnected from that path, and you're still pursuing on the same path. So at the soul level, you've disconnected. Everything has panned out in your life in that kind of way, and you're wondering why you can't seem to get a job in the same line or in the same criteria. It's because it's not your path, or you've outgrown it. It's like a shoe. You've outgrown your shoe. Okay. So you're asked to change. Okay. Heal yourself. Give thanks, give gratitude, and let go of what you've been doing up until now. Okay. So because the boat that you've been trying to steer it's old now, it's tattered. Okay, so let's have a look. Can you see that? And there's no water there as well. It's like you're trying to whip a dead horse kind of thing. Okay, the analogy. Okay, so, and this is kind of like making you feel stressed out. You're trying to do everything all at the same time. You're writing out so many maybe resumes, or applying for so many jobs, or you're trying to do the best you can where you are if you're still working in that field. And there's so much happening where your mind is not at ease, your heart is not at ease. Okay, it may be because where you are does not align with your values or something like that. Okay. You may decide, because we're getting this King of Wands here. Okay, the King of Wands is like radical decisions, actions, and taking a radical path in something. Okay, there is a change coming through for you. All of this squashed energy, okay, is changing. The traditional way of doing things is changing. There's a change of direction. So before it was about your purpose or your career or job, it was mainly about, you know, like the traditional way. It was like how you're being seen, or how you're being perceived, or what was expected of you. Okay, when they asked you, what are you going to be when you grow up? I want to be a doctor. Okay, so you do that even if you feel like you don't, you know, it's not your thing. You still do it because that's what you said. Okay, and you stick to it. And then comes a time when you realize that this is not your purpose. It's not about the title or the achievements or even the legacy. It's not about external approval that's driving you to a certain direction. Okay? So this is like where you're healing, making peace with what was not aligning with you at some level. Okay, it doesn't mean that you're completely changing your career path. It could mean you're changing some aspect of it, or the way you do it. Okay, or it could be a total complete change. But I do see some sort of decision, and it's a radical one that involves a change in your responsibilities or your direction in life, your career, and even how you're perceived. Okay, because we've got the Hierophant there. It's like traditionally you're perceived as this specific type of person, but deep down you're not that. So you are regaining your sovereignty. Okay. It's like, it's not about being proud of what you do because that is how you're perceived in the eyes of others. Okay. You need to find what reflects your values. Okay. Deep down, where you feel a connection rather than a separation from your day-to-day, everyday, whatever it is that you do at work, or how you're being perceived or seen. Okay. You have to look at what truly matters to you. So instead of being over burdened, that was the word I was looking for, instead of being overburdened with responsibilities or duty, okay, that you thought was who you are or how you're meant to be. This is changing, okay? You're changing yourself, okay? You're becoming more aligned with your inner fulfillment and also your long-term vision, okay? So this is saying that you need to also not do negative self-talk. That's what this means, okay? Negative self-talk is actually depleting you, okay? Depleting you, taking away from you, taking away, okay, from your energy. So, yeah, that's what I'm seeing there, okay? So, that is for you, Libra. So enjoy the Cancer new moon. Scorpio, sun, moon and rising. This is Dilosh from Girl and to Moon. Okay, so we have this Cancer new moon occurring on the 25th of June, and it will be occurring at 4 degrees. So 4 degrees, number 4, basically, it is very much aligned with this Cancer energy, okay? Because the 4th house in astrology is related to Cancer, and 4 degrees is number 4, okay, like the 4th house. It relates to home, house, roots, your root, your foundation, mother figure. When you look at the numerology, it represents the earth number, such as Gaia. Gaia is your home, okay? Community, your family, okay? Your home, again, grounded, your foundation, your roots, and also being able to get a perspective. In other words, expansion of the mind and heart, what you learn, okay, through that. It is also related to the heart chakra, okay? It relates to how you connect with community, with family, with mother, the earth, how you feel the love, the compassion, the love and compassion of mother, okay? So all related to the number 4, or the 4th degree of Cancer, okay? So what does this mean for you in astrology. Okay, so astrologically, you're in the 9th house during this time, so it relates to things like higher learning and overseas travel. But what will come through the tarot and also the channeling? Okay, let's have a look. That was a whole lot of cards, so I had to pick them up. Oh, okay. Yeah, I do see traveling that's coming through. Okay, there is traveling, and you're traveling somewhere that you've been before because it's going that way. But I also see something about you. There is like a boundary, a blockage, or this can even relate to, you know, if you're traveling somewhere, there could be like issues related to passports, visa, things like that, because there's, you know, not being able to go over the boundary, or yeah, the boundary. Okay, so there are some plans coming through, because I'm seeing you're planning this still. Okay, it's not about you're going traveling during the moon, okay, during this new moon. There are thoughts and ideas, and there are certain things that you have to sort out that relate to how can I go past the border, or you know, do I need to get a new visa or passport or something? Okay, it's like otherwise you're stuck at the border. Okay, there's a boundary there. And there is this desire to travel, and you're probably even like exploring maybe prices or places. Okay, that's another thing. But you're planning. Okay, there's still this planning going on. So you may not be, even if you are, okay, you may be, or you may be planning still. You may be in the process of planning. Okay. So that's coming through, but there is also this exploring coming through. There's this thing about it's like there's more out there for you, new experiences, new philosophies, new feelings, and you want to, you know, like stretch your spirit out and exploring new places. But there is this issue that relates to the border. Okay, and this may even be like a boundary. It could be like a boundary that you're holding, you know, due to fear. Okay, because it feels unfamiliar, you know, kind of thing. You're asked to expand, you're asked to evolve, okay. This is something that you can definitely do. This is like a homecoming. It's like you will be traveling. And you'll be traveling somewhere that you've been before. Okay, that keeps coming up again. But also new places that you haven't been. But there is this plan to go somewhere that you've been before. And it could be like a very long distance, okay, travel. So, but besides that, the wanderlust, okay, of inspiration is very much strongly affecting you during this time. Okay, it could be like everywhere you go you will find that you're succeeding in something, gaining new knowledge, new information, because we see that magician. It's saying empty your cup. Don't think that you know everything. You don't know everything. Okay, you cannot. It's not possible. I mean, even if you have everything, every information in you already, it's not activated. You don't have everything activated in you. Okay, for you to have certain things activated in you, you have to experience it. And you will, when you do have this desire to go out there and explore, you just have to let go of your fear. Let down your guard, let go of your fear, and be open to new experiences, new philosophies, okay, and learning new things. Because the Cancer new moon is a water sign, and you're a water sign, so it's like your soul will open up, like a portal opening up, where you are bringing in all of that information into your soul. Okay, it's like gathering it all. It's like a sponge. Okay, it's that kind of energy. So that's what I'm seeing here. But there is one specific travel that you will be planning to do, which involves a long distance travel, which may involve family or a home or house that you have been to in the past, okay, where it may relate to connecting with a female figure in your life, okay, or has something to do with a female figure, like a mother figure or female figure, okay. So it feels like it's a place that you've been before, and you may have even, because this represents a house, you've stayed in that house and it was a very nurturing, comforting house or home that you stayed in, so you're thinking of going there again, kind of thing, okay. But it's a very long distance travel, okay. So that's what I'm getting for you, okay. That's what I'm getting for you, Scorpio. Yeah, and it kind of like involves a mother figure or a female, highlighted female, okay. So that's what I'm getting. Okay, so enjoy the moon. Sagittarius, Sagittarius sun, moon and rising. This is Dilosh from Girl and to Moon. Okay, so this is going to be a reading related to the Cancer new moon that we will be having on the 25th of June. And it will occur at 4 degrees. Okay, so 4 degrees is, in astrology, it's a fourth, say the fourth house, house 4, is associated with Cancer. Okay, so it's your root, where, you know, where your home is, where you feel comfortable, home, house, family, roots, foundations, etc. The womb, okay, mother, and yeah, it's the fourth house. So this Cancer new moon is occurring at 4 degrees. And number 4 in numerology relates to the earth number. It is the number that relates to community, relates to earth or Gaia, relates to foundations, relates to grounding, relates to family, relates to community, and being able to gain a perspective in regards to life and where you belong, etc. Number 4 is also associated with the heart chakra, which is compassion, love for family, love for community, okay, like compassion, love where you belong, through the love, the ones that you love, like family, etc. Okay, your home, house, etc. all coming through in the fourth house. Okay, sorry, the heart center, fourth chakra, the heart center, heart chakra. Okay, so yeah, that the 4 degrees is very strong in regards to this Cancer energy, and it's all about comforts of the home. Okay, home, house, roots, grounding, earth, community, family, in the close proximity and also in the general sense as the earth, okay, the collective. So what does this mean for you though, Sagittarius? Okay, let's have a look and see what comes through the tarot and also the channeling. Okay. So we've got something that's ending there. We've got Death card there, which is ruled by Pluto. Okay, it's a Scorpio card, Pluto. And Sagittarius, during this Cancer new moon, you're in the 8th house, which is Pluto or Scorpio. Okay, so this is very much related to that. Now, so Pluto, or the 8th house, relates to things like secrecy, okay, things that are secret, things such as intimacy, or it could also relate to other people's money, okay, such as spouse money, partnership money, other people's money, bank, okay, things like that. So yeah, we do see that. And also it relates to things like alimony and inheritance as well. Okay, now this doesn't mean that someone will die and leave you inheritance, or this could even mean like maybe someone long time ago that passed on left you something and you weren't aware of it. Okay, but it does represent those things in the 8th house with Pluto, and the Death card is related to Pluto. Okay, but we've got the 9 of Cups here and the Ace of Wands, so it's like you're celebrating something because you have the ability to start something new. So it's not the end of the world, that's what they're saying, okay, with the tarot energy here. It's not the end of the world. So this is like what you should not do, okay, not feel pessimistic and not feel like you're going down, okay, and feeling like your world is crumbling around you. Okay, okay, so you're moving away from certain things that do not support you anyway. We see that there, and you're moving towards something that you desire from the heart. Okay, there could be some minor things that are holding you back. Okay, But I feel like you will be advancing in something where you're celebrating, which relates to a new beginning that may relate to work and career. Okay, we also see that as well here, like a job or career. And if you are someone that's been studying, okay, this is a time where you will pass, complete, end the studies, okay, and you will celebrate passing that. You'll get good results, in other words. You'll get the results that you expected, okay? I do feel like there will be some intimacy during this time as well, and there is a possibility of conception. So if you're not thinking of, be very careful. It's a time where you need to merge, to release, to share, and to begin again and again by surrendering the idea that you have to do it all alone. The death card here, okay, in this house, also in regards to, you know, the 8th house, Pluto, we've got the death card there, which is Pluto. It's about you going to the deep, deep, deep parts. Okay, it's like you're going down. You're exploring this. You're going down to the deepest parts of yourself, as well as whatever it is that you have at hand that you want to transform. Okay, you're transforming it. If you've been having intimacy issues, okay, this is another thing that's coming through the channeling, and it's because you are afraid of being vulnerable or have trust issues. You're asked to be present with these feelings, be aware of them, have awareness, to allow yourself to be vulnerable and to trust. You're asked to explore the depths of your emotional self with someone that you trust. Okay, that's one thing that I'm getting. Don't go too deep. That's another thing that I'm getting, because I'm getting this Ace of Wands is very light. Okay, so they're saying don't make it too deep where everything's becoming too intense. Okay, emotions becoming too intense. Keep it light. Okay, that's what's coming through. Keep it light. Whatever it is that you are doing, make sure that you do not go too deep into it, to keep it more light. You're the type of person who has the ability to find yourself through movement, okay, because you're fire, okay, and this also represents, you know, celebrating, movement, dance, etc. But during this moon, you're asked to transform. Allow the transformation to occur. Allow transformation, but not by being stuck on what you think is important and going deep into that one specific area. Okay, they're asking you to kind of like be on the surface with what you think is so important, and to keep things light and allow the transformation to occur that way. Just going to take a sip of water. So they're asking you again to merge, to release, to share, and let go of the idea that you have to do everything alone. You have to do it all alone. You don't have to do it all alone. Okay, so that's what I'm getting here. It's about transforming how you do things with others as well. It's like being on the same tightrope where you have the ability to balance each other. Yeah, that's the kind of image they're showing me. Okay, so yeah, it's a time for you. During this time, it's all about transformation. I also feel as though there's something there that relates to home and house, or where you want to put down roots. That kind of does have something to do with maybe inheritance or shared money that you don't earn yourself, you know, like money that's being given to you. There's something about that as well. Now, this may not be like it's going to happen during this moon, but it could be like the word comes out during this moon, and usually it the energy will continue until next June, like the next Cancer new moon, which is next year. Okay, but until the full moon, the following full moon, there could be more and more information coming out. Okay, in regards to that, where you're celebrating it. You're celebrating something, you're celebrating that, but you're also celebrating completing something, okay, which is also there. So that's what I'm getting for you, Sagittarius. I hope that this has enlightened you, and enjoy the Cancer new moon. Capricorn, Sun, Moon and Rising. This is Dilosh from Girl and to Moon. Okay, so we've got a Cancer new moon occurring on the 25th of June, and it's occurring at 4 degrees. So firstly, Cancer is all about home and house and roots, and you know, it's all about where you feel comfortable, safe, etc. Like the womb, because Cancer also relates to mother. Now, 4 degrees also relates to Cancer. It's the 4th house in astrology, which relates to home and house, mother, your roots, etc. In numerology, it relates to the earth number, which is relating to community, relating to Gaia, relating to grounding, foundations, roots, and family. It also relates to safety, you know, having a safe place to reside in, home, house. It also relates to gaining perspective, okay, education, learning, etc., gaining perspective in regards to life. It is the fourth chakra, which is the heart chakra, which relates to love and compassion, and that's where we have the ability to connect to community and family, and connect to mother through the womb, through, you know, connecting through love, compassion, nurturing, nourishing, etc. So it is all interconnected. The number 4 is very strongly highlighted here. But what does it have for you? Okay, what does it mean for you? Let's have a look and see through the tarot, okay, and also what comes through the channeling. Let's see. Okay, we've got one card that came through, the Wheel of Fortune. So cycle represents a cycle, some cycles, whether it relates to a new cycle or ending of a cycle. Something's either ending or beginning. It can also relate to luck. All right. It's like a new path. Okay, that's what I'm seeing there with the Wheel of Fortune. It's like a turning point for you, but turning point in what? Okay. All right. So let's ask, what is this turning point relating to? Okay, it's the ending of something and celebrating that. Celebrating the ending of a situation in your life that was giving you grief, okay, or overburdening you, feeling like you're overburdened with responsibility. A turning point maybe in your relationships, okay, because Capricorn, during this Cancer new moon, you're actually in the 7th house of relationships, and relationships usually in the 7th house relate to first marriages, for example. It could even be your business partner, but how you relate to another person, okay? Whether it is your intimate relationship, whether it is how you relate to another person, how you connect with another person. If you're single, for example, this could mean maybe you're on a new path to meeting someone new. Okay, if you're married, it could be like changes in your marriage, or if you're in a partnership, changes in your partnership, business partnership. Okay, because we do see the Wheel of Fortune there, which represents a turning point, okay, in these connections. So this new moon in Cancer shows big changes, radical changes, because I do see like an ending, completion, culmination, and this represents a complete new cycle. Okay, so it's like a new change or change, whether it's in your family, in your marriage, or in your spouse's family. And it shows that we see this here, the Page of Swords represents communication. So it is talking about certain words that you have been saying all this time, because this can represent like years and years, you know, like, because we see the 10 there, 10 there, it could mean like even 9. It's been happening for a long time, okay, like years, for years. You've been saying these words and no one's been listening to you, right? And now it is being acknowledged. It is being reciprocated, okay? So they're saying, yes, you're right, okay, I feel the same way. If you're single, you're ending your connections with old connections, okay? And you're completing them completely. It's like, that's it, I've finished with you. I'm completely finished with you. The past, okay, is gone. it's not a time, it's not really a time to go out there to find a new relationship, okay? Because this is saying this is something that you're not meant to do, okay? I see that there. This moon is very much related to the heart, okay? It's not a logical moon. It's not like, it's not going to give you aha moments. It's going to make you feel comfy. It's going to make you feel nourished or nurtured, okay? So you have to have a look at how you feel during this moon. If you're feeling overwhelmed and over like too much, you know, on your mind, or you've got too much to do, obligations, responsibilities, it's time to release yourself from that, okay? So it's not the time to wash your windows. It's not the time to, not even the time to do your washing, okay? It's a time to kind of like wind down and relax. It's, you know, you have to be on your sofa with your drink and just having a slow-mo moment. So it's time to be, you know, it's time to show your gentle side. That's what this is saying. Don't harden yourself, okay? So say you're single and you've closed the door to your past. It's not good for you to go, you know, hard on in your heart and not be able to open your heart again to new experiences, okay? Be able to be compassionate, be able to be empathic and caring and nurturing, okay? You're asked not to be alone during this time, okay? You need to connect with others. You need to at least communicate. If you can't connect one-on-one or in a group, you know, like with other people during this time, and be in their company, at least connect with them through communication of some way, okay? So it's not the time to be behind closed doors, okay? Don't confine yourself in your home. Go out there, okay? But when you're out there, when you're meeting up with friends or family, etc., show your gentle side, show your soft side. Don't be disconnected. Don't be aloof. Don't be like, don't harden your heart, okay? Keep your heart soft. I don't know any other way to kind of like explain this, but that's what I'm getting, okay? Yeah. So and also when you communicate, make sure that you communicate in a way where you express how much others truly mean to you, okay? Not in a way where you are add to the love, add to the compassion, add to the energy instead of depleting it. That's what this is saying, okay? Don't go dark. Don't go cynical, in other words, okay? Keep it light, keep it light, keep it soft, keep it warm. That's what I'm getting with the heart. Don't go cynical, don't go dark, because I'm getting this dark energy here. Okay, all right. So, and also don't wear any dark colors during this time. Be more colorful. Okay, wear colorful clothes. Stay away from black and gray. Even too much white can be too much. Okay, color. I'm getting color. Add color during this time. Okay, so that's what I'm getting. So enjoy this moon. Enjoy the moon energy. Aquarius. Aquarius sun, moon and rising. This is Dilosh from Girl Lantern Moon. So we have this Cancer new moon that's occurring on the 25th of June 2025, and it will be occurring at 4 degrees. Okay, so I've been explaining this all throughout, all the other signs as well, but Cancer is like, if you look at the astrology chart, if you know a little bit about astrology, the 4th house is your foundations. It's your home. It's your roots. It's your it's where you feel nurtured and loved. It's where you feel at home. It is associated with the womb. It is associated with your experience in the womb. You know, it was soft and nurturing and nourishing and safe. Okay, and it is also associated with mother. Okay, so the 4th house is this Cancer new moon being at 4 degrees. Cancer herself, or Cancer, the sign Cancer, relates to all of what I just explained. It is that feminine energy, the mother energy. It is also ruled by the moon, and it's going to be at 4 degrees, which is all that I just explained. And when we look at the 4th degree, or the number 4 in numerology, it relates to the earth number. So it relates to community, it relates to Gaia, it relates to being grounded, your foundations, it relates to the soil, the earth, it relates to a safe home, it relates to being able to gain a perspective in regards to all of that. Okay, and when you look at the chakras, it relates to the 4th chakra, which is the heart chakra, which is all about compassion, love, nurturing, and connection through these feelings with others, such as community and family. And when you look at mother and child, there is that, okay, coherence. So they're all connected. Number 4 is that magical number, okay, with the Cancer energy. But what does this mean for you, okay, Aquarius? What does it mean for you? Let's have a look and see what comes through the tarot, and also what will come through the channeling. Okay, let's see what we have. So, firstly, what I'll say is, Aquarius, you're actually in the 6th house during this Cancer new moon, which means that it is associated with your daily routines as well as your health. But let's see what comes through in the tarot. Okay. So we've got the Four of Wands, which relates to home, house, and your abode, which can mean, you know, like what you do around the home and your daily routine around home, or your health, how you take care of yourself in your close environment, your home, etc. Okay. So this is relating to, we got the Five of Swords there, which relates to you. Okay, this is you, this is you. Okay, it's you and you, and it's showing me that what you have to do is you need to find the ability to acknowledge your needs, okay, instead of pursuing certain ideals. Okay, so you may be like, you need to get this done, okay, and you're like, but I need to rest, and you're like, the mind is saying you have to get this done, and the heart is saying I need to nourish myself, I need to wind down and support my emotional well-being. Okay, so what you need is heart and mind coherence here. Okay, win-win in regards to this. Otherwise it could be self-destructive behavior. Okay, the Five of Swords can represent self-destructive behavior. Okay, we've got the 5 there as well. 2 5s actually represents change. Okay, we've got 5 and 5 changes. Okay, yeah, see, we need moderation in everything. So self-destructive behavior could be, go and eat that chocolate cake, and you could be like, but if I eat that, you know, it's gonna be such and such effect on me. Okay, so this is saying that you need balance and harmony, mind, heart, coherence. Okay, holistic moderation in everything, bringing a holistic kind of balance to everything. So it's not just the mind and heart, but it's also the body. Okay, now what do we say? Mind, spirit, body, mind, body, spirit festival. When I'm thinking of the festivals there, mind, body, mind, spirit, body, mind, body, spirit festivals. Yes, that's what they say, mind, body, spirit. Okay, so mind, body, and spirit. So when you look at spirit, it's the heart. Okay, mind, spirit, and body. Okay, because the heart is, it's not just breathing air, it's breathing ether. Ether is life force energy, okay, which is where your where the spirit is actually flowing through and feeding your soul. Okay, it's like the power plug to your phone. Okay, recharging your phone. So what this is saying is that you need to have a balance in all. A balance in good exercise, balance, not overdoing to the point where you are hurting yourself. Okay, balanced exercise in moderation, food for the physical body, okay, in moderation, what you learn or see or process in the mind in moderation. Are you doing negative self-talk, for example? Okay, you have to have a look at all of that. Your feelings, okay, all of that needs to be done in moderation. Everything needs to be in balance and in coherence. Okay, now the Four of Wands here is representing your day in, day out. in and around the home and your neighborhood. What is it that you do? Okay, so there is this renewal through rhythm and ritual. That's what I'm getting here. Ritual meaning your routine. Okay, so renewal through rhythm and your daily routines. So it's not something that happens suddenly. Okay, it will be a slow process. It will be a slow and quiet process where you're overcoming this slowly. Okay, it's not like a sudden, you're not flying there. Okay, you're traveling slowly. Okay, so your health matters during this time. Okay, because we see that temperance card there, mind, body, spirit, or mind, heart coherence, and body all holistically working together. Otherwise it's self-destruction. Okay, and don't let anyone else push you to do things that you cannot or should not. Okay, what you need to do is you need to create daily routines or rituals that support your emotional well-being, where you can overcome certain heavy things that tire you out. Okay, and do not neglect your needs. Okay, you need to have a look at, okay, so what I see here is, what you need to do is have a look, or take a moment to have a look during this time, during the new moon, and try and see or notice how you feel and how you live, or how is it that you're living, and how is it that you are feeling with everything that's going on. Okay, so and what you need to do is you need to build your life that reflects your inner peace. Okay, so we get that temperance there, where you are mind, heart, and body all in balance. Okay, so we've got the Five of Swords there. Let's see what comes through that. So it's saying that instead of being too harsh on yourself, celebrate life, enjoy life. And instead of being harsh on yourself, where you feel that you have to do this and you have to do that, you have to get that done, it's saying, well, just be happy where you are and just celebrate life. Okay, enjoy the joy of life, enjoy the joy of being alive, enjoy the joy of being able to breathe in life. Okay, so that's what I'm getting here for you. So create daily routines that support your emotional well-being, or to nourish your soul, and let go of certain pursuits and ideals that make you neglect your well-being or your needs. Okay, so that's for you, Aquarius. Pisces. Pisces sun, moon and rising. This is Dilosh from Girl Enter Moon. Okay, so we're looking at Cancer new moon that will be occurring on the 25th of June. So this Cancer new moon is occurring at 4 degrees. So when we look at the number 4, in astrology, the 4th house relates to where Cancer should be. It relates to your roots, it relates to your foundations, the home, the mother, the womb. Okay, and Cancer is ruled by the moon, and it is all associated with the womb and mother. It is the 4th house in astrology. And when we look at numerology, it is the earth number. It relates to community, it relates to Gaia, earth, it relates to the earth as in farming, it relates to the ground or being grounded, it relates to foundations, it relates to safety, being able to build communities and safe places to live in, etc. So very similar. And then when we look at the chakras, the 4th chakra is the heart chakra, which relates to compassion and love and nurturing and connecting with others. Very similar to the connection that there is between a mother and child. So it relates to mother again. Okay, the womb, the safe place, your grounded foundation, safe foundation. So and Cancer is very soft and nurturing and nourishing and compassionate, and it's all of that. It is the mother energy. So what kind of energy or messages will be coming for you? Because Cancer is a water sign and you're a water sign. Okay, so it's kind of like, you know, very in tune with you. So astrologically, this means that, you know, you will be in the 5th house during the Cancer new moon, and the 5th house is the best house to be in. Okay, and so, but what do we get as a message through the tarot? Okay. And also the channeling that will be coming through. Okay. Well, I've got the 10 of Pentacles, the home, the house, the family is coming through first. Okay. So I've got that 4 turning into that 4, which is a good thing, because if it was that on its own, it's not good. I'll explain in a minute. So what I see is you'll be feeling very grounded during this time. Okay, very grounded, because it is a good time for you. And being in the 5th house is actually a very good time. It's like a time of, you know, emotional inner fulfillment and creativity. So what I see here is the home, family, kids, pets, you know, everyone kind of like connecting, even extended family. I see that there. This could even be community, but I see this beautiful connection. Okay. There could be some life changes that do relate to this part of your life. Okay, like family, kids, pets, and extended family, community, neighborhood, etc. But the thing is, these life changes are not bad. Okay, they're good. So if you just recently, you know, met up with new people, for example, it could mean that they will also have a part in this. in this experience during this time. Okay, so it could also have something to do with work. It may have something to do with work. But I do feel as though, you know, you feel like a child during this time. You'll feel very, you know, like your heart will feel like joy. Okay. The joy is pretty much like, it's not like, you know, you will feel the joy now and then suddenly it's gone. It's not that kind of joy. It's the type of joy that fills your soul. Okay, that's what I'm getting there. So what you're asked to do is not to be fleeting or going from one thing to the other. Okay, to be fully in to the experience. Okay. What I see is that, you know, you should be experiencing during this time what you should be experiencing is being more playful. Okay, whether you're doing something that's creative, artistic, or if you're meeting up with new people or a specific person, maybe there is a relationship or a romantic connection, whatever it may be, you're asked to just delight in it. Okay, that's what I'm getting, because it's going to fill your soul. Okay, receive a luxury. Okay, so if you are actually spending this time by yourself, this will be pretty much like self-destructive behavior. That's what this is saying. You need to connect with other people. You need to connect with children, with family members, with pets, with elderly family members or friends, extended family, etc. You need to connect with other people. We also see it there. Okay, even people in the close neighborhood. Okay, siblings, etc. So what I see is that if you follow with the Seven of Wands there, okay, doing this, you know, with passion. It's about doing something with passion without resistance. Okay, if you're doing it with resistance, it's not really going to, if you resist the experience, it's going to be something that you miss out on. Okay, so what you're asked to do is to just know and trust that you are worth the experience, and do not lock yourself up in the house and and not experience the fun and the joy. Okay, even if it means acting like a child with your kids or nieces and nephews, etc., or grandchildren. Okay, just have fun during this time. It's all about that. Okay, you're asked to be like a child. Okay, and you're asked to not resist, but to follow what brings you the feeling to be creative. Okay, what gives you emotional pleasure, what makes you feel beautiful, for example. And do not postpone this. Do not postpone this. Okay, just because you need to be responsible for someone, or you need to be a good girl or good boy and stay at home, for example. Okay, or you need to get this job done, for example. Okay, otherwise you'll have resentment and regret. You'll feel bored, basically. You need to be out there. Yeah, so yeah, have fun. That's what this is about. Go out there and have fun. Okay, do not resist it. Do not make you stay away from other people. Otherwise there will be resentment and regret. Yeah, so that's what I'm seeing there. Just go out and have fun, or do something creative with the kids, or go to some fun place with them, etc. Okay, so that's what I'm getting for you, Pisces. Okay, enjoy the moon. Take care.